What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a recap of Love and Marriage DC. This episode, honey, was good. It was good. I got a couple of things I just want to get out of the way first, but all I got to say to y'all is I don't like Cherelle. I don't like her. I do not like her. I don't like anybody that overly defends their husband to the point where you don't want nobody saying nothing bad about your husband before you knew him. Like, wasn't he his own person before you knew him? Well, I don't want nobody talking about my man. Don't talk about my man, my mommy. My man, my money, or my food, okay? Like, just loud and aggressive, and girl, honey, I was cracking up where ERANA, she told Cherelle, and that's why don't nobody like you, and that really made Cherelle turn into the Incredible Hulk, honey. I was like, well, look, Raina got a point, honey. And Raina, girl, your bob was bobbing, sis. It looked nice. Let's get, certain things out the way first, and then we go tackle the girls, okay? So the episode picks up with Brittany, basically letting all of the family know that, hey, I got you all together because I'm sick of having one-on-ones with each and every one of you. We all need to come together and support, little Jamie. So Big Jamie admits that he and ERANA and ERANA's mom may be some of the blame for why little Jamie is where he is right now. He's codependent on them to help take care of his grown behind because they out here giving him money. Okay, and they really need to stop doing that because it causes a person to, see you as a crutch. When in reality, you are grown. You are responsible for your own problems and issues. And yes, family can help out here or there, but they shouldn't be helping out with you all the time. So Brittany felt very relieved that Big Jamie admitted to that. Where Big Jamie went wrong, in my opinion, was he began telling his son, well, you not where you need to be at 26 years old. Listen, we all know that a person doesn't have to hear that 1,000 times over because you're dealing with somebody that may harm themselves. Okay, so you got to choose your words carefully. And I felt like when he made that comment, you could kind of see little Jamie like put his defenses up, and he put up a wall. So I was like, ooh, Jamie, why you have to say that? I got where he was coming from. I really did. But when a person already has their mind made up, like how little Jamie is, where he's just very sensitive to criticism, and he sends ERANA these texts about, how he may harm himself, right? You really want to watch it with what you say. Big Jamie also mentioned to little Jamie, you want to make your family proud, like me, your mom, and your grandmother, while we are all still here. So he also said that to him. He began asking him, are you willing to go see a therapist? And, I can go with you. The whole family can go with you. I believe little Jamie said that he didn't want to see no therapist. He began saying, that he is the problem, because Big Jamie began saying, well, it wouldn't be all about you, it'll be about all of us, as a family, and how we need to learn to communicate, which I felt was a good point, because y'all do all need to learn how to communicate with each other. But little Jamie didn't want to hear that. And he began making it all about him. And he kind of pissed me off, because it began to be very much so, woe is me, feel sorry for me, everything is about me. He gets up and, he goes, down the stairs, right? And he's, running away, basically, from the situation. They're trying to help him. And I began, getting a bit frustrated. And I'm like, child, you're not even related to this man, Miss Robinson. But I don't like when people behave like that. But he's at a low point in his life. And this is how people behave when they are at a low point. They feel like a victim. They feel like everybody is against them. Woe is me. Feel sorry for me. I'm the bad kid of the family. I had a sibling like this. He would constantly get in trouble, constantly, and then woe is me, feel sorry for me, and he would want you to interrupt your day, honey, to listen to his bullshiggity. Would I ever? No, I wouldn't. Okay, because I began to figure out, how he operated, honey. And Miss Robinson don't operate like that. Okay, that fool needs some batteries. Okay, with all that crazy over there. But honey, that's a story for another day. So Brittany begins chasing, after her brother, like, hey, don't just walk away. She's crying. And I forgot to mention, Jamie was crying. Big Jamie. He was getting emotional. And the grandmother cried too. The whole family is very concerned about little Jamie. And I felt like that was very warm, right? Because the family as a whole, they really want this young man to pull through. So I found everybody's tears, honey, to be very, loving and supportive, right? So Brittany's emotional, and she's just like, Lil Jamie, when you shut down the way that you do, it's a slap in the face to all of us. And, ERANA had chimed in. I don't know if it was at this point, you guys, but I do remember when they was on the couch, she brought up about him harming himself. And she said that, she was very concerned about that. Jamie was comforting Brittany while she was talking to Jamie. The whole family was being supportive, and ERANA was just like, well, we don't blame you for everything. And, we still love you. We just want you to get help. Long story short, he said that he would be willing to go to therapy, and the whole family, was very happy about that. And I was happy to see that, because I'm like, come on, dude. Your whole family is rooting for you. Like, people would love to have a father chasing after them and, like having emotions when it comes to them, because most people, their father just yells at them and berates them. But you could tell Big Jamie really cares about his son. Brittany is crying her eyes out. I know ERANA has been emotional in the past, and and she was warm and hugging her son. You got the grandmother, she was crying. So like, everybody is really pulling for you. And if that is not motivation for you to get your shiggity together, I don't know what is. So I was relieved, guys, when he admitted that, hey, I do need to go to therapy. And that's that. Now, before we move on, honey, because I did think we was ready to move on, they had a part in there where ERANA asked little Jamie, what type of job are you looking for? I don't know. Why you don't know nothing? Like, what is your problem? Most guys, at the early 20s point, they'll tell you, I want to work with computers. I wouldn't mind being a mail carrier. Like, what about working fast food? Like, you don't have no idea what you want to do. Like, you need a job, okay? The word today is job. J-O-B. Do something. Okay, become a tattoo artist. You got all them tattoos? Okay, that's a trade. Do something that you're interested in, and then the money will come, and you will be excited about getting up in the morning doing something that you love. I really don't want him, guys, to just find a job. He needs to find something he loves. Period. Figure out what you be doing in your spare time and put it together. Okay? So next, honey, we got Winter and we got Cherelle, and they get together because Winter is planning a divorce party for herself, and she wants Cherelle to invite her football team, aka ERANA and Joy and Quick's wife Ashley and the other girls, honey. Okay. And I'm like, Winter, they don't even like you, so why would they come? Okay, but I guess, honey. Cherelle, girl, Miss Robinson gotta get you together, girl. You had a raggedy wig on, and you was doing your For My Man speech all up and through this whole episode, and I was like, if she don't sit down, okay, and take that wig up off her head like a throwaway wig. Okay, it looked like a raggedy wig. I know you got enough money to get something better than that. It was just raggedy, you guys. I'm talking about the wig she had on when she was speaking to Winter. But yeah, she gets to telling Winter that Joy has been talking about her husband and, you know, saying he's shady and he does bad business and she don't like that. And Cherelle, you didn't know the man before Joy. Joy had her own relationship with him. They were in a band together. That man had his own personality. So you can't come in like the big strong back, the big linebacker, honey, of the situation and try to take everybody down, okay, like a football player because they have a few choice words to say about your man. Like, she was getting on my nerves. I was screaming at the TV, guys. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth, but I was over her. I do not like women like that. Ladies, it is okay to love your man. Miss Robinson loves love. I really do, guys. Okay, I really do. But don't overly defend your man because you don't know how he treated people before he got with you. It sounded like the man was a womanizer, and it just to see how Cherelle acted so ugly with Joy and with ERANA, like it was just a bad look. Just a bad look, like she was so unwilling to be objective. And a lot of women act like that. I knew a woman in my real life, guys. She would kind of act like that, get real confrontational over her man. And it's like, girl, but he's cheating on you and has cheated on you. Okay, so girl, stop it. Like, calm down. Y'all be going like too hard for people. So next we got Ashley and Quick. They are at the house. Quick is getting very excited about getting this new street named after him. Ashley is being the supportive wife. He asked her for some breakfast and she said, "You the breakfast cook around this house." I was like, I know that's right. See, I love Ashley. Ashley, my type of girl. Like, honey, dude, is you go cook? Okay, you the one that do all the cooking. That's right, girl. Just flip it on them. But see, if this was Cherelle or Letitia, okay, they would have been, especially Letitia. Yeah, I'll get breakfast myself. Yeah, I will scramble your eggs. Make some French toast and some bacon. Yes, I will, my son. Whatever my man want, he get whatever. Okay, don't you talk about my man. That's my man. Okay, I'm the number one codependent, honey. Okay. How you doing? Quick is also looking over Ashley's book, and he's so proud of her. I still need to get her book. Did y'all get her book yet? Put it in the comments. So Quick is a bit perturbed with Ashley because Ashley did not tell him that their son got suspended from school. I guess somebody stole his jacket. So I guess he found the person that did it, and then they ended up, I guess, fighting. And, Quick was really upset about it. I was just looking at the boy like, wow, he really looks like Ashley, and he sounds just like her. But Quick is disappointed. Ashley is like, child, they shouldn't even have suspended him. That's my baby. Okay, Ashley looked like, her and her son are really close. And I thought that was cute. And sometimes our kids get in trouble, right? And we like, why they in trouble? I remember my daughter got suspended at daycare. And guess what, guys? What was she? 7 months? 7 months. How do you get suspended at 7 months? Well, she's just pulling all on people and, what? When I got that call at work, it took everything in me, guys, not to cuss them out. I was like, who gonna keep the baby if I cuss these people out? I know y'all ain't interrupting my day with this foolishness. Well, she's pulling everybody's hair and we don't know what to do. You're the adult, idiot. Okay, let me calm down, honey, because that was that was a while ago. But I'm like, this baby ain't even a year yet, and y'all clowning like this? Dang. I love what Quick said to his son, basically about all of us being one decision away from a different life. That is so true. You never know, like, what you can get caught up in. And, he really explained to his son, he could have had a gun in his bag. And what would you have did then? I get, you wanted to stand up for yourself. But still, even if we feel like we right, we have to make sure we have the right intentions when we deal with situations. So I really love the talk that they had. The son, he seemed cool, like he, learned his lesson, honey. But yeah, I like that scene. Something that irritated me a little bit was Quick, because Quick brought up little Jamie and compared his son to little Jamie again. Well, I'm pretty sure little Jamie used to be a good kid. It's like, Quick, now you going too far. So I did catch that, guys. That did kind of irritate me. It's like, why you keep talking about these people's son? Like, he going through what he going through. Your son gonna have his issues. Like, everybody's life is separate, right? So yeah, he kind of got on my nerves with that. So we got this conversation between Cherelle and Joy, and I was very irritated with Joy because Joy, you don't like her husband, flat out, okay? And you have let all of us, including ERANA, know that. But it just seemed like when you got in front of Cherelle, you was trying to clean it up. Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't call him shady. You might as well damn well should have. Like, yes, you did. Okay, Raina may not have used the right words that you said, but the things you said about that man alluded to the possibility that he could be shady. He does bad business. Okay? We also gathered that he may be a womanizer. While Cherelle over here having a stroke, honey, trying to defend him. I didn't understand all of that. That really made me upset. And Joy had a moment with Cherelle where she's just like, listen, you didn't know your husband all like that. Like when he was in the group, Like you was not there, so you can't rewrite history and tell me what I experienced with your husband. I was like, Joy, you better tell her. You better tell her. And because Cherelle was being so loud, belligerent, and aggressive, you guys, I was disgusted. I would have, if I was Joy, I would have got up from that table. We would have been done. It would have been shut down. I don't deal with women like that act crazy over men like that. It does not show that you love your husband. It look like you got low self-esteem and your husband is an extension of you. And y'all are not two individuals. And some people have a toxic marriage or relationship like that, where they can't see their husband as a separate individual that probably F some people over, made some mistakes. Like, girl, that man ain't perfect. I can look at that man and tell it that he ain't perfect, okay? Child, I don't have it in me to get fully into Joy's story about this Mambo band, but all I know is I guess 2 old members wanted to come back in to the group. And I guess other people didn't, want them to come back like Joy and maybe some other people. And I guess Black, Cherelle's husband, said, well, if they can't come back to the group, then, I'm not going to be in the group either. And, basically on a power trip, using his ego and, just being a problem, honey. Okay. So, that really pissed off Joy, right? And that would piss off anybody that's in a group. Cherelle gets to arguing with Joy, but y'all never talked, and y'all, girl, shut up. With your Kelly Price, she was a friend of mine, looking self. Okay, I'm just sick of her. Just sick of her. Okay, like, girl. Joy said he had years to make an effort to speak to me, and, I'm over the situation. I'm done. Joy sees the man how she sees the man. And I want to say something about this. Cherelle and dear Cherelle and people like Cherelle, everybody is not going to like your mate. Okay? A lot of y'all be with shady, shisty, shifty people, and y'all think because y'all forgive them for them bad ways, everybody else is going to forgive, the person for having those bad ways. And that's not how it goes. Child, Joy said that Cherelle's clarity, honey, is not her concern. I didn't like, Joy, that you said that in your confessional. You should have got her together, because I know I most certainly would have got her together to her face. Okay? I would have got her together. Cherelle needs to be checked, guys, because she out of control. But anyways, honey, we got Big Jamie, Lil Jamie. They are in therapy. I love that the therapist got on Big Jamie for, how he would talk to his son. Lil Jamie was like, yeah, I'm happy that somebody is finally calling my dad out. And I'm looking like, okay, you happy somebody calling your dad out, but you still need to work hard to improve your life. Because nobody is here, sir, to do that for you. You got to step it up. And that's what the therapist was telling him. And I love how the therapist poured life into him. He was telling Lil Jamie, you got potential. I believe in you. You could do anything you want to do. You harming yourself, that does give me some pause. And I need to know before you leave here, you're not going to harm yourself. And Lil Jamie agreed. No, I don't feel like that. I feel a lot better. I like the talk, that we had. Child, I loved it when the therapist told Jamie, because Jamie was telling him about him and Lil Jamie arguing. And Big Jamie has said, yeah, I had a few drinks, and the therapist was like, I'm not going to let you use that as an excuse. I was like, come on. The therapist tells Big Jamie, you go from 0 to 1,000 because of all the things in the past that may have happened, like him stealing your car, and you're just so disappointed, and that is why you are responding this way to your son. The therapist gets on Jamie about, maintaining his temper, and he needs to work on his tone and his delivery. The therapist also tells Big Jamie that change takes time, and I was like, yeah, it do, don't it? So yeah, I just really love this scene, guys. Oh, the therapist also tells little Jamie he can contact him. I guess he go give Big Jamie his number. I like that. I really see little Jamie taking everything in that the therapist is saying. So hopefully he stays in contact with him. Next, we got Quicksilver. He is being honored. All the couples are out to support him. He's very emotional. He's crying. Ashley is crying. He tells us that he had got shot in this neighborhood. He was stabbed, and it was really hard growing up in the 80s and the 90s. I was like, dang, I know you are proud of this moment, honey, because you done went through a lot. And then Ashley said he'd been through all these car accidents. Okay. I really did love, you guys, how emotional Quick was, and he was saying how he wanted his mother and father, to be here to celebrate this moment with him. I felt like all of that was like really cool. Okay, I love when a black man is crying and, just letting, everything out, all your feelings and your emotions, and, you miss your loved ones that's not here. And I felt like all of that was really cool. So we got linebacker, honey, Miss Cherelle, honey, okay? She just all up in her feelings, and, she can't wait to, confront ERANA, and, well, all I see is her dancing, and she got a bob in her head, and girl, shut up. You just want to defend this raggedy Negro, okay? Like, girl, is he really worth all of that? Okay, because Joy said the man is a womanizer. She ain't gonna understand, honey, until this man cheat on her, okay? And I'm pretty sure she one of them women. Oh, my man will never cheat on me. He'll never do this. He'll never do that. Yeah. Girl, you better stop overly defending that man. It's one way to feel like, okay, this is my husband, and, I wouldn't have had an issue, guys. I really wouldn't have. I wouldn't have had an issue with Cherelle if she would have been a bit less emotional and more objective, speaking more in a neutral tone, like, okay, I don't like what I'm hearing about my husband. Could you help me to understand why you feel that way about him? Like, talk to people like that. All this, well, I don't like that ERANA delivered a message about my man, and girl, sit down. Where Cherelle went wrong when confronting ERANA, I really felt like she should have pulled her to the side. Or better yet, meet her out for drinks. Like, let Quick have his moment, but we are on reality TV, so I just felt like she should have pulled her to the side. And then I didn't like how she was talking at ERANA. She was looking at ERANA, but she didn't really say her name. She was like, well, I'm not here for the he said, she said, and child, girl, you need to calm down over your husband. So Cherelle begins telling ERANA, well, I had a conversation with Joy about Black being shady, and Joy said she never said that about him. And ERANA is like, well, no, she absolutely said that about him. She may not have used the word shady, but she said that he was unethical and untrustworthy. Okay? And it is. It is. And then you got Joy in her confessional kind of saying, she's on ERANA's side, but she's quiet in the scene. Joy, I didn't see you turn up, honey, on Ready to Love. So you didn't have none of that energy. Like, you should have turned up too on Cherelle. Especially when y'all was out alone, with each other. Okay, and you should have spoke up here like your man is shifty and shady and, he did. And then Black can get to saying what he need to say. I see on the next episode, he gonna turn up on Clifton. And Clifton gonna have to get him together. But I'm just telling y'all right now, it's looking like I don't like Black, and I damn sure I don't like Cherelle. I don't like her. I don't. Child, shout out to ERANA, honey, for trying to look up the word on her phone. You want me to look up shady for you? You want me to look it up, sis? Clifton was smiling in the back, honey. ERANA looked good, honey. Okay, mama had her belly out. The girls, Tia and Tamira, were pushed up. And she was rooting. Okay, ERANA was looking good. The bob was bobbing. And Cherelle, yeah, but don't say that about my man and my man. Girl, shut up. What did Cherelle say? I see your age. You need to stop starting-ish. What did she say, guys? Put it in the comments, because I didn't catch it. So ERANA says to Cherelle, so you mad at the word shady? Now, Ashley and Joy and Jamie are holding her at this point. And Cherelle just blows up. It's like, it's not even about this situation no more. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like, you that mad over that, and you can't say you just defending this man, Cherelle. Like, you overly defending him, and you don't even know if the man is innocent. Okay, like, oh my God. Cherelle yells at ERANA, you need to check yourself. And then ERANA said, don't nobody like yo anyways. I was like, ooh. She is right though, honey, because Miss Robinson don't see it for you, Cherelle, whatever your name is. I don't like your linebacker. You know what, honey? Okay, we trying to work on the language, honey, but y'all get my drift, honey. That was that. And the episode went off. Ashley was in her confessional. Like, I wanted to slap both of them, honey, because they shouldn't even be having this argument, honey, at my husband's shindig, honey, where he being honored, honey, having a street named after him. And then I thought to myself, Ashley, you got a lot of nerve, because we just saw you and Winter go back and forth. Okay, so honey, when I tell y'all this episode was all the way live, honey, it was all the way live. Now, really quickly, I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth, saying, Miss Robinson, hurry up. I forgot to mention Cherelle was screaming and yelling at ERANA when ERANA said, don't nobody like you. Here goes Cherelle. I don't care who like me. Like, why are you so bothered? Lady, it is not about, you're not mad about your man no more. You just an angry black woman at this point, honey. You mad with yourself. You ain't defending Black. Okay, you just mad. Like, was it me, guys? Like, what was she that was so small. Like, why you that upset about it? Girl. Ooh, child. And look, that man, don't mark my words, honey, but that man gonna end up embarrassing her. And you gonna learn to keep your mouth shut. But anyways, honey, that's all I got to say about this episode, honey. This was a good episode, honey. Miss Robinson was here for it. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.